Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a much requested video which is all about underrated perfumes. So these are basically perfumes that in my view are really good perfumes, but they just don't get the attention. You never really hear about them, and as a result you can often get them at quite good prices. So yeah, they're just completely underrated and some of my favorites. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. It's all about perfumes, so if you love perfumes like me, do subscribe. I have new videos every week, and check out some of my other videos as well. I have so many now. As always, the links to where you can get these will be down below, locations all around the world, and I will leave some more detailed reviews of some of these where I've done detailed reviews down below in the links too. So let's get on with the perfumes. So you're probably sick of me talking about this for now. I have mentioned it a few times, but I think that Mademoiselle Couture is so lovely. You never really hear about Rocha perfume. Rocha had perfumes many moons ago, many decades ago, that were really quite good selling, and when I used to sell perfumes we used to get the older ladies coming in to get some of those classics. But more recently they've introduced this Mademoiselle line. There's a couple of them, and this most recent flanker, Mademoiselle Couture, I really love. It's a beautiful tonka bean, very warm, very kind of sweet blackcurranty, but like a warm winter hug. Really love it, love the packaging, and it's really good value for money. And I just think that I hope that they do well with this relaunch, because this is like, if this was a YSL perfume or Jimmy Choo, you could sell this for twice the price. The smell is really good. Next on my list is Hue Cheese Flora. As you can see, I'm nearly out of this. This was released quite a while ago, and I think it's one of the most beautiful floral fragrances. It's like a warm candied orange floral, so it's not like a light fresh floral, it's like a warm orange floral. Whenever I wear this I get compliments on it, people asking me what it is, and you know, they never advertise it. It's all about the Gucci Bloom or Bamboo or whatever they're releasing most recently, when they still have this sort of 10-15-year-old one that's actually really good. So I love this. Oh, it's just so feminine and pretty, but it has lasting power. It's a proper eau de parfum. I find so many floral perfumes are just so light and they don't last, but I love this, and you can get it at really good prices because it's just so underrated. Next on my list is the Britney Spears perfume range. This is Midnight Fantasy. Now you can get these for maybe £15 or something, really cheap. They are not the classiest smelling perfumes in the world, but if you want something to spritz on when you're going out, or just something to have in your handbag but you just don't care, that you can just spritz and spray, and you like kind of sweet fragrances, then these are great at lasting, and such good value for money. She has some more florally ones that aren't as sweet, but Fantasy and Midnight Fantasy, just such good value for money. You can't really go wrong. And you know, who cares if it's Britney? And I don't know, is Britney cool anymore? Probably not. I've actually done a video on all of the ones in this range, so I'll leave it linked down below. But you know, no shame in having a Britney perfume. It's classic. Along the same lines, Rihanna's Rebel and Rebel Fleur are quite good for lasting, and again you get them really low prices. Rebel is a little bit more of a spicy warm one, and Rebel Fleur is more of a vanilla warm one. Again, if you want something that's not more like a warm vanilla, whereas Britney's are more sweet, then Rihanna's ones are really good value for money. Next on my list is Cacharel's Amour Amour. This has been out for quite a while, and Cacharel has been around forever and has some classics from like the 80s. Amour Amour you can usually get at such reasonable prices, maybe £30 for the full size, and it smells like a lot of the mainstream perfumes that are selling for £100, similar to sort of YSL Mon Paris. It's a rose vanilla berry perfume, very typical of a lot of perfumes these days. So if you like things like YSL, Black Opium, Jimmy Choo, then definitely like check this out because you can get a very similar smell but for way cheaper. It comes in a cute little reddish bottle. There's some different flankers as well that are a bit lighter, but the classic is so good for lasting. My friend wore this for years and years and years, and whenever I smell it I think of her immediately because she always smelled of it. You could always smell it on her, and I just think if you want like a signature scent, you want to get one that's not so expensive that you don't feel guilty spraying too much. You want something you just cover yourself in and just own, then this is a really good one. Next on my list is Aus Nz Provocateur. Now you don't see these perfumes everywhere, but they are totally underrated. The original Aus Nz Provocateur is a deep musky rose, very heavy, very sensual. If you like a little bit more aromatic-y perfumes, then this is good for you. And then if you're looking for something a bit spicier, then they have one called L'Argent, which is a really good spicy perfume, and you can often get these like better than half price, maybe like £20, £30 for full size. If you are looking for something heavy and sexy, think like Coco, Chanel Coco, or Shedemon or something like that, something a bit woody and spicy but still like musky and feminine and rosy, then the Aus Nz Provocateur ones are such good value for money. I have no idea why they're not more popular, but there you go, definitely recommend them. Next on my list is Versace's Crystal Noir. Now this is a really good for lasting coconut perfume. Again, you hardly ever see this around, but it really is warm, good for lasting, and becomes a signature scent. It's got amber and cardamom and pepper, but the coconut totally dominates. Like it's like 80% coconut perfume, but it has that nighttime bit of floral vibes in it. So if you like those perfumes that kind of smell a bit like sun cream, you know, with all the coconut, but you don't want it, they're very daytime, you want something more nighttime, then this is a really good one. I think the bottle is really beautiful. I love all the Versace Crystal range, actually. I think they're all totally underrated. You've got the yellow one, which is citrusy. You've got bright crystal, which is like fresh aquatic lotus. All really pretty and all underrated. Next on my list are the Ghost perfumes. Now, two to mention here. Ghost Deep Night, which comes in this really cool moon-shaped bottle, is like a nighttime vanilla, but with apricot and peach, so it feels very soothing and cozy. It's not overpowering vanilla at all, and the bottle is obviously super cool. And then Ghost Sweetheart, which is more everyday feminine perfume. I love these, and you can get these at such good prices and in gift sets as well, with loads of products free. And I just think the whole Ghost range are really good if you're looking for an everyday perfume, you don't want to spend too much. Ghost Sweetheart would be perfect if you work in like an office job or something. And then Deep Night in the evening maybe. And yeah, totally underrated and really low priced for how good, nice they are. And then finally, Givenchy's Ange et Demon range. I used to have one of these, it's run out. The original Ange et Demon is a sweet vanilla, but with a bit of spiciness in, very warm. Very good for lasting. You only need maybe 2 or 3 sprays and that's it, you're done for the day. I think the bottles are super cool. And then Ange et Demon Le Secret is a very unusual aquatic peony type smell. It has a little bit of berries and tea in here, but predominantly I get a peony, like a really fresh, light daytime, but it's fresh without being citrus. It's not sweet, it's just like someone just got a massive bouquet of peonies and you just smelled it. That's what this smells like to me. I think this would be really good in hot climates if you want something refreshing, and I also think it's quite a classy smell. It'd be good for the office, for work, nurse jobs, things like that as well. And I think the bottle's really cool, and like hardly anyone else will have this from your friends, and I just think they're totally underrated. I used to have the purple version that's been discontinued, but I love all of these. So that's it guys, those are my underrated perfume picks. Let me know if you have any of these, have you worn any of these, and I'm sure you guys have other views on other things that are underrated as well, so let me know in the comments below. But that's it, so thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again real soon. Bye!